Good morning. This is Kasturi Day. Today I am going to discuss I will start with the endocrine system in humans question answer section. Okay. So first is tick the most correct appropriate answer. Endocrine glands release enzymes, hormones, digestive chemicals or gas. It releases hormones. Okay, which of these is called the master gland? Pituitary, thyroid, ovary, or adrenal? It is the pituitary gland. The hormones secreted by the pituitary that controls overall growth is growth hormone, insulin, adrenaline, or auxin. It is growth hormone. Then the hormone thyroxine is released by the parathyroid gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, ovary. The answer is thyroid gland. Conversion of glucose into glycogen is controlled by thyroxine, insulin, adrenaline, or estrogen. It is insulin. Which of the following glands is both endocrine as well as exocrine? It is thyroid, pituitary, pancreas, or adrenal. The answer is pancreas. It behaves both as an exocrine gland as well as endocrine gland. Which of the following hormones regulate the amount of glucose in the blood? Growth hormone, insulin, adrenaline, or auxin? It is insulin. Adrenaline is also called the happiness hormone, sadness hormone, emergency hormone, or growth hormone. It is called emergency hormone because when the body undergoes emergency situation, then the adrenaline is secreted to prepare the body for either fight or to flight. A state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances is called happiness, adolescence, puberty, or stress. It is the stress situation. Okay. Now we come to the fill in the blanks. Chemical coordination is brought about by chemicals called hormones. The dash is a small gland of a size of a pea located at the base of the brain. It is the pituitary gland. The deficiency of dash hormone in childhood leads to dwarfism. The answer is growth hormone. Fourth, the dash is secreted by medulla of the adrenal gland. It is adrenaline. Dash is the art of arriving at a true belief based on the known facts, rational thinking. Islets of Langerhans are present in the pancreas. They function as an endocrine gland. They secrete insulin. Then dash is present in the loop of the duodenum and the stomach. It's the pancreas gland. The dash regulates the rate of metabolism in the body. It is the thyroxine. The adrenal gland secrete dash and noradrenaline hormones. It's adrenaline and noradrenaline hormones. Dash helps the person to cope with an emergency situation. That is adrenaline. The dash gland secretes growth hormone that regulates growth in the body, pituitary. The dash secrete the male sex hormone called testosterone. It is the testis. Singular is testis and plural is testes. Then write true or false. Pancreas is an exocrine gland. Okay. So exocrine gland, it is both endocrine as well as exocrine. So the statement is false because it is saying that it is an exocrine gland. So it is an exocrine gland, but also it also behaves as an endocrine gland. Thyroid gland secretes adrenaline and noradrenaline to help a person cope with an emergency situation. It's not thyroid gland, it is adrenal gland. Then secretion of thyroxine leads to hypothyroidism. That's true. The period of transition from childhood to adulthood is known as adolescence. That's true. The mental tension or worry caused by the problems is called stress. That's true. Exocrine glands are ductless glands. False. Its endocrine glands are ductless glands, whereas exocrine glands are with the ducts. Hormones are secreted by endocrine glands directly into the nerves. No, it is directly into the blood. Okay, so the statement is false. Pituitary is the master gland. That's true. Insulin is released by the thyroid gland. That's false. It's released by the pancreas. The thyroxine hormone regulates the speed of cellular metabolism. That's true. Now the differentiate between exocrine and endocrine glands. Endocrine and exocrine glands. So first point is endocrine glands are specialized glands which release the secretions directly into the cell. They are secretions directly into the cells or the surrounding tissues. Okay. Whereas exocrine glands which release the secretions through ducts to the target organs. These ducts lead to the target organs. Then endocrine glands are ductless glands, exocrine glands are with ducts. Endocrine glands secrete hormones, exocrine glands secrete enzymes. Then endocrine glands response time is slower since the secretion has to be carried through the blood, whereas exocrine glands the response times is very fast because the secretion is carried through ducts. Then endocrine glands can control long-term activity of the target organs. Exocrine glands control short-term activity. Endocrine glands example pituitary, thyroid gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas, etc. Exocrine glands, salivary, gastric gland, sweat glands, etc. Then the difference between thyroxine and insulin. Thyroxine is secreted by the thyroid gland, whereas insulin is secreted by the islet of Langerhans of the pancreas. Thyroxine regulates cellular metabolism like carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Insulin regulates the blood glucose level. Thyroxine deficiency leads to goiter, and insulin deficiency leads to diabetes mellitus. Undersecretion of thyroxine leads to hypothyroidism. Undersecretion of insulin leads to hyperglycemia. Oversecretion of thyroxine leads to hyperthyroidism. Oversecretion of insulin leads to hypoglycemia, which is insulin shock, which may lead to insulin shock. Next we come to the difference between thyroid gland and adrenal gland. Thyroid gland is found in the neck region just in front of the windpipe, that is trachea. Adrenal gland is located on the top of each kidney. Okay. Then thyroid glands has two lateral lobes which are on either side of the trachea, and adrenal glands has two glands in number. They are on on the top of each kidney. Then thyroid gland secretes two hormones, thyroxine and calcitonin. Adrenal glands secretes three hormones, cortisone, adrenaline and noradrenaline. Cortisone is secreted by adrenal cortex, and adrenaline and noradrenaline is secreted by adrenal medulla. Then we come to the differentiation between adolescence and puberty. Adolescence refer to a period of time, usually teenage years, through though not always it's not teenage years, but it's generally the teenage years are considered to be adolescence age. Then puberty refers to a biological process. Then adolescence practically always overlap puberty while remaining distinct, whereas puberty can begin and end independent of adolescence. Then adolescence described mostly in abstract psychological and sociological terms. Okay, that is psychological and social transition between childhood and adulthood. It means that there is a transition when the child is growing. It's changing from childhood to going from childhood to adulthood. That transition, there is some psychological and social changes happening. That is known as the part of the adolescence, where this psychological this puberty is, they may be described as the terms of concrete psychological terms, there is a physical changes happening in this period of time. Then the difference between yoga and meditation. Yoga means that there is some physical poses with breathing, where meditation is an activity that helps to keep the mind calm. Okay, yoga reduces stress, lowers blood pressure and heart rate. Meditation resets the mind and frees one person from negative thoughts. So I stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the question answers in my next video. Please go through this. If you have any doubts beside these questions, or in any other questions regarding this chapter, you can please write it down in the comment box, or you can also write it down my email ID. And if you like the video, press the like button so that I can produce you some more interesting videos for you. You can also give suggestions to improve my videos so that it can help you more in your studies. And if you are a new viewer to my channel and not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.